I just want to see when the video starts streaming in YouTube, and while I do that, I'm going to show you a couple of pictures. Oh, where are the pictures? Okay. I will upload a couple of pictures. Where are the pictures? Ah, here. Okay. How many of you in Facebook have ever had a Reiki session before? In general, an energy healing session before? Pictures, Reiki, chakras. Okay. Energy blockages, energy blockages, energy blockages. Okay, this is a good one. I want to show you two pictures that are important for what I'm going to share with you today. Here is the other one. Here we go. All right. What do this picture means? And please ask me any question at any time you want. The picture on your left, here, on your right, and so no, on your left, shows what we call energy blockages. Hello, Nancy. I will show you something that you saw before and another video that you didn't. Energy blockages are the result of. Hello, Nancy, Violanti, Adriana Martinez, Shane. Hi, how are you, Shane? Shane, okay. I may show a video. I know that Shane had a Reiki session or two. Wow. YouTube is showing what I am saying there with all my mistakes. There are three levels of energy blockages. One, the superficial one, is the daily stress. We are driving on the freeway, somebody cuts into our lane and we get angry or we get scared. Or all this situation of the protest, when people watch TV, this is a source of energy blockages. Watching the news is a recipe for stress, anxiety, and depression. And I will say it again. Watching the news, TV, on the internet, on the radio, is a recipe for having stress, anxiety, and depression, and many other things. Those are these energy blockages that I show over here, the superficial ones. A deeper level are due to emotional trauma. For example, in this other picture on my left, on your right, shows what we call an energy cord. An energy cord is a real cord of energy, like the dark root of a tree between two people who fought. One abused the other stole money from the first one, and there is this very uncomfortable situation. So when we have an uncomfortable situation with a person, we have an energy cord. And these energy cords could come from this lifetime or from other lifetimes. And the deepest energy blockages are the ones who come from previous lives. It's what we bring to this world. What does it mean? That we are born and we have some kind of weird situation in our lives. We may have a physical problem, we may have a mental problem, we may have emotional problem, but some people just have energy problems. And I will tell you a story. There is a book called Advanced Medical Intuition. Shane, I advise you to read it, in which this woman is a Reiki practitioner, Reiki master. She has the ability to intuitively see things. And there was this man who came to see her because he was 28. He had terrible back pain in the back in certain specific areas. And no doctor could mitigate that pain. So this young man, started looking for anything and everything. He went to this woman, Tina Zion. She has, I think, 3 books. And this woman found through her intuitive abilities. Let me just check if I share in my main page. Yeah. That this man in a past life, no, what is this? Oh, what happened? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that in a past life, he died in a battlefield fighting with a sword. And this woman who has these intuitive capabilities saw the places, the exact places where the other soldier hit until he killed her client in this lifetime in the back. So every blow in the back, it was a place where he specifically had pain. They brought that soul that wasn't alive. Hola, Nonito. Nonito, hoy es en inglés. They brought the soul. This can be done, and I will show you the video so you understand this. And the soldier, when he came, they did like a kind of forgiveness, something, but the woman helped to take that soldier that was in spirit, dead, to the light. And the soldier said, thank you very much for doing that. Why? Because when we have an energy cord with a person and somebody dies, or both dies and one reincarnate, this energy cord is still there. After the healing session, the 28 years old man was pain-free. After I read this book, I had a client who called me and told me, Carlos, I have an excruciating pain on my head, in my head, inside. And I went to every single doctor. They did everything. They even gave me steroids with the hope that there is an inflammation that is producing some pressure in my brain. Nothing could mitigate the excruciating pain of my client. Then I told him, come right away. He said, I can hardly drive. You need to come because no other thing, I have this conviction that he could be healed. So, let me see if I can do this. So, this client of mine came and started the basic positions on the head, on the heart, and all those things. No, I'm sorry, I start from the head, and when I was on the head where he has the pain, I asked my client, visualize that you are in your last lifetime. What do you see? Immediately he told me, I am in a trench in the Second World War. Do I need to know anything else? No. We know that there was a bomb, there was a bullet, but he died in the war. So that pain started going away, and then he started with pain on the shoulder. He's a man, a very strong man, and he was screaming like a kid because there was a very strong pain on his shoulder, and it was coming down, like he was relieving the painful death on that trench. Later on, he told me, with the uniform that I saw, it was the First World War. He sent me tons of pictures that he found on the internet. So we did a healing session, and the pain in the head, the pain in the arm and shoulder disappeared. He couldn't believe it. And he was my client for a couple of years. He told everybody, the doctors, and nobody could help him. So, my friends, those are the energy blockages or the energy cords that come from other lives. So, I will, let me see if this is working. This is the first time that I'm doing this video live in this particular page. I want to do all my videos here. So I'm going to see, oh, there are 7 people now. So let's shine. Okay, everybody. Unfortunately, estoy haciendo este video, hoy es en inglés. Les pido que vengan a la página que está acá. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I need to send people to the right page because I'm not doing these videos in this page anymore. Just a second, please. Por favor, la gente que está en mi canal en la página, porque I have many more people in my Reiki page, in my personal page. Por favor, vayan a este link para ver el video. Solo por hoy, como dicen en el Reiki. A ver. Vayan a este link que está abajo, Reiki Healing Los Ángeles, que voy a hacer mis programas desde aquí de ahora en más. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to show you a couple of videos. And I'm going to explain what was going on those videos. And I'm going to show Nancy, for you that you have seen them, I'm going to show you, here we go. Those videos are not in YouTube, they are not anywhere. Okay, I need to find the right place. The right place when this thing started. Okay, I just going to put this little camera so you know that I am somewhere here. Okay, this video was about half. Just take a look. Take a look what is going on. I have my hand on the second chakra where 80% or more of the deep energy blockages are stored. Let me close the door. There is a truck. They are making a lot of noise. All right. So look how I should cover his face. Well, nobody can see it, but I will do that. So most of the energy blockages are stored in the second chakra. So I am there, and this man is feeling a pain. I'm not hitting him. Hold on a second. I need to cover, I should have done it. I wanted to do before, but I couldn't. Anyway, look what happened now. Now, can you see the stomach moving by itself? All the movements that this man have are involuntary. He doesn't move anything on his own. The body moves itself. I am adjusting my back. Now, look now what happened. And it happened again. I didn't touch him. Now again. Okay, what just happened there? Well, this man had a very deep energy blockage attached to his second chakra. And when I was doing with my hands like that, I was removing this energy blockage and the tentacles, the energy cords. And when I cut it, I cut the energy. So who was suffering? Was the man suffering? No, the man was not suffering at all. Let me just... Energy blockage, and the man wasn't suffering at all. Mari, the link is below. If you go, Mari, si vas a mi canal, discúlpenme un momento, les voy a poner el link de nuevo. A ver, un segundito. Ok. El link, lo voy a poner de nuevo el link. Just bear with me with this technology. Okay, Mari. This is the link, Mari. And for everyone. So, prefiero que vayan a este canal. Ok, continuemos. Entonces, y fíjense que ahora la tercera vez que hago lo mismo. And look at now, this is the third time that I do the same, and look what happened. I try to remove and to cut anything that is left, and nothing happened. So, I know that this is weird. How is it possible this? Who is suffering? Is this man suffering? Well, the man is not suffering at all. The ones who are in my personal page, go to the link below, because from now on I will be doing these videos only in my Reiki Healing Los Angeles page, not in my personal page. So I'm going to show it to you one more time. There. No, I went over. So look how there is this growling of pain, and I'm not doing anything. I'm not hitting him. I will explain everything. Look now. And one more time. Look there, with my intention and visualization, I am taking any toxic energies and moving it away. And now cutting the cord. And now the third time, just in case, nothing happened. Okay. This is a little weird. So what does it mean? That the energy world is very real. That means that these energy blockages that I am showing you there in these pictures and energy cords are very real, are extremely real. And this is the work that we do with energy healing. We find and we remove these energy blockages. I will show you another video. Let me see, where do I find this video? Videos. Gosh. Miscellaneous. Training. Oh gosh, I don't know where. Here, I got it. Okay, I will show you another one. Oh no, this is a picture. This is just a picture. The video. What is the video? Oh, okay. I'm going to show you. This is a video that I show in an expo in February when I did it with Rosie. Look at this part. This is the part that I want you to see. So I am working with this woman, and believe me, I was clueless of what was going on. This is the time that the entity is removed. Oh, no, I'm not going to show this. Okay, now, in this moment, the entity of this woman is being removed. Look what happened. Unfortunately, since it was a surprise for me, I didn't have the camera in the right angle. Okay, that's it. So, believe me, I had no clue what was going on, but at the end of the session, I asked her, what happened when I had my hand there? Always in the stomach. All these very toxic energies are in the stomach. She said, I felt something came out of my mouth, and I saw her stomach going up and coming out. And this woman had episodes for many months, and she didn't know what was going on. So, how is it possible? When we have a toxic energy in our body, what our body does is not ourselves. Those toxic energies do not belong to us. Hola, Arturo. Those toxic energies do not belong to us. So it's important that we know that, so we don't worry. Monica, do you understand my English? And the other very important thing is this. There is, oh my goodness, there is a lot of people here in YouTube. I'm sorry, I forgot to show you. You don't have to worry a thing. Nobody of you has to worry a thing. Hello, Goddess. Nice to receive your email. The only reason Héctor Magallón, lo hice en español el jueves pasado. O sea que fíjate, el video del jueves pasado tiene el mismo título. Los niveles más profundos de bloqueo energético. So let me see, Edwin. Okay, Edwin. He had more blockages, yes. Looked like he was possessed. Well, hola Cecilia. Edwin, possessed means a deep toxic energy blockage. This is the way we need to take it in Reiki. Just a deep energy blockages. So, and no one of you has to be scared of this. However, if you know anybody that had these episodes, and the problem that people who have these episodes, they don't tell anybody because they are ashamed or they are afraid because it's something very weird. And the reason I am telling you is just to know that what they have is either this one or something in between or deeper. Any question? Goddess, there is no reason to, there is no, to be afraid. But I want you to know, to see that this spirit world is very real. Once I did a video that said, because I copied the idea from somewhere else, that somebody said, if you saw the energy of people, you wouldn't sleep with anybody. In these last 3 months, I said, if we saw the energy, we would meditate every day. And I have another video that I never published, where one student of mine who can see the energy was watching me, and I didn't tell her what I was doing, and I started practicing my Kriya Yogas, my pranayamas, playing my harmonium, and she saw all the energy coming into my body, coming into my head, coming into medulla oblongata, coming into my heart. And this is exactly what I feel. So the correlation of what my student who can see the energy and what I feel was exactly the same. I remember a few years ago, some time ago, I was with a friend of mine who can see the energy. I said, I don't believe in all these negative entities, and she tells me, she looked at me, she's very beautiful, she looked at me seriously, and she said, Carlos, if you are going to be a healer, you better believe on this. But she didn't teach me, she didn't tell me anything else. So what did I do? I start praying to God. God, my dear God, please enlighten my life on this subject. And that information started coming to me by the hundred, the dozens. And I got these wonderful books like The Second Coming of Christ. This is the Spanish version that I've been reading once in a while. Okay, it's 6:29. We are going to do 15 minutes of meditation and a half-an-hour session. And after the session, I'm going to practice the pulse. The pulse is a energy clearing technique that I learned before learning Reiki, and it's very powerful. All right, let's go to meditate just for 15 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, in the times that we live, it's a must that we meditate. I have more videos like this. I don't publish those. But I can show you maybe after the session one more thing. When we meditate, we have to sit straight. The spine is straight. Are you going to put... Oops. Without touching the back of the seat. Can you see? I'm not touching the seat. If you are sitting on the floor, the same thing, without touching the back of the seat. Why? Because if we touch with anything the back, the energy doesn't flow up and down the spine. The spine is the altar of our soul. When we awaken the chakras by daily meditation, energy healing helps a lot. But meditation is free. The energy start moving up and down, and we start feeling a lot of different nice sensations. It's important to pray, because meditation is the application of all our attention, our focus to know God. What does it mean to know God? Well, God is a higher power. God is manifest in a way that we can know Him as an energy. And meditation takes us to this deep state of peace that on time becomes love, and on time becomes joy or bliss. And it's closer than you think. Goddess, you know, I am very bad at cleaning my room. No, I don't need to clean the room, Goddess. Because what we do, when it's a human spirit, like in the cases that I show you, we send them to the light. That means this is a lost spirit that is around the earth, spirit that is not very clean, that didn't have a virtuous life, probably was a murderer, an abuser, or whatever, and is confused and wants to attach to people this spirit knew in the past, or with people with the same tendencies. That's why people who are drunk or drink too much or use drugs have this kind of spirits. So I don't need to, hola Diego, ¿cómo te va? I don't need to clean the room because that spirit transition to the light. In the same way that we from the physical world, we made a transition to the light. When we have a decent life, we come out, we leave the physical body and we go to the light. This confused and suffering spirit that are in this gray or dark world has to be taken to the light for future and further learning. We send them to the light. As opposite, this is a very important question, Goddess, as what the church do out of lack of knowledge, that they scream to the people that are possessed, and the spirit comes out from that person and goes to the next one. This is why in Reiki we know what we do. We don't send it anywhere. We send it to the light. And there are things very toxic that has to be destroyed energetically. They are not completely destroyed. The energy part is destroyed, so they go to the next plane of existence, which is a causal world, which is a world of just consciousness and ideas. All right. We need to pray and to bring the right energy when we meditate. And please do not use the word universe because it's extremely dangerous. When people... Okay, call me because it's not that easy. I know that you practice Reiki, Goddess, or something like that. I do something else. I cannot say it here because it's not specific from Reiki, but it's something that I love. Call me and we talk about that. When people in the new age, it's very popular to call the universe. People who use the universe is because they were not taught the depth of that invocation. And in the universe means everything that is in the universe. In the universe is the good, the bad, and the ugly. And when people invoke the universe, it's more likely that the ugly and the bad come. So we need to pray to the God, the Heavenly Father that Jesus talked about, that Krishna talked about, that the Buddha is different but it's the same, that Paramahansa Yogananda talked about, but not the universe. So I do a general prayer and we start our meditation. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, saints and sages of all religions, we bow to you all. Dear God, we come to Thee to sit at Thy feet of omnipresence, to receive Thy blessings, Thy protection, Thy guidance, and to offer Thee all the love of our heart. So we are going to take a deep breath and tense the whole body 3 times. So we take the breath, tense, relax, and we do it 2 more times. And now we are going to do for 1-2 minutes a simple breathing exercise to calm the breathing and the heart. We're going to breathe in to the count of 6, hold it to the same count, and exhale to the same count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to practice this. We inhale to the count of 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever you can, or 4 or 3, whatever. Hold it for the same amount and exhale to the same count. Now we are going to, always when we meditate, our attention, we have to lift our eyes to the spiritual line, the point between the eyebrows, without forcing it, always. It's very important that we do that. It will improve our focus, our attention, and send energy to the spiritual eye. And we are going to watch our breath. We are going to just be aware of our breath without forcing it, how the air comes into our lungs in the inhalation, and how the air comes out during the exhalation. That's all we are going to do. Watch our breath. And now we are going to add the mental repetition or mental chanting of the two Sanskrit words Hong So. The Sanskrit is a very ancient Indian language. It is said that is the mother of all languages, and it is used just for spiritual purposes. And when we inhale, always watching our breath, with our attention in the point between the eyebrows, we are going to say mentally Hong, H-O-N-G, when we inhale, and when we exhale, we say So, S-A-W, So, So. Hong, when we inhale, and So, when we exhale. That in Sanskrit means I am Him, I am God. We are remembering and reclaiming our divine nature with this simple affirmation. Watching the breath without forcing it, with the eyes lifted to the spiritual eye. We mentally repeat or sing Hong during the inhalation and So during the exhalation. There are people who get to very deep states of relaxation, peace, love and joy just with the practice of this Hongso technique. You just have to have the consistency to make a routine every morning and every evening before going to sleep. We are mentally chanting Hong So. Hong during the inhalation, that means I am. And So during the exhalation, that means Him with capital letter, I am God. Or I am part of God. Now we are going to practice a simple pranayama. We are going to visualize that there is a wide sphere of bright energy that enters our coccyx, the base of the spine where the root chakra is, and when we inhale, that sphere of energy goes up the spine, inside the spine, like the spine is a hollow tube, and goes up the spine through all the chakras. The second chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat, the back of the head, the neck, which is the medulla oblongata, and makes a curve through the back of the head, goes to the top of the head, the crown chakra, and ends up in the spiritual eye, the point between the eyebrows, with an inhalation. And in the exhalation, we visualize that sphere of white energy going in reverse order. From the spiritual eye, the point between the eyebrows goes up to the top of the head, back to the medulla oblongata, through the back of the head, down to the throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. So without forcing the breath, just following the breath in the natural way, we accommodate the visualization to our breathing and make this sphere of white energy goes up and down, up during the inhalation, from first chakra to spiritual eye, and down during the exhalation from the spiritual eye down to the first chakra. At the end of the meditation, actually, real meditation is what comes after the practice of all the techniques. When we feel peace, we just enjoy that peace. Let's do it for 1 minute. We can watch our breath, but enjoy the peace. No more techniques. We're going to start the healing transformation session, and Goddess, everyone, not all the time during a healing session we are going to have these extreme experiences where the client is moving, is making those noises, and this is very rare. I think it happened to me 1 in every 300-400 sessions. Sometimes it's happening more often, but it's very rare. Many times deep energy blockages and energy core from other lives are removed, and the client doesn't even feel it. However, they feel it after the session when they feel light, when they feel that they have energies, because these toxic energies and energy cores are not drawing, sucking our energy 24/7. Let's do this prayer it's more a command together before the healing session, before you lay down on your bed or any comfortable place that you're going to receive the session. And make the intention. I'm going to change a little bit the way that you make the intention. Remember, you don't need to be present in the live video to receive these energies. If you know that I do the healing session, the only thing you have to do is, I am joining Carlos's group healing session. Why I am changing a little bit? Because you are allowing your energy body to participate. That's what happens. This healing session happens in the energy body. And repeat after me. All the things dark and negative that ever came into me before my birth, after my birth, and until now, all those things must leave me now and return to where they came from. Now lay down. The arms on the side without touching the legs, and the fingers open, and the legs straight without crossing it. You can make a healing intention, something that is bothering you. I don't want this pain, I don't want this uncomfortability, I don't want to be uncomfortable with the fight that I have with a friend. Make a deeper intention, I want the root cause of all this to be removed. And then just feel your body, put your attention in the middle of the chest, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, the second chakra, the stomach, your arms, your legs. Be present, and the best way to be present is feeling our body. And we start right now. As I've been doing for, I think, over a month, I'm going to put a music. You don't need the music either. I never put music during the distance healing session that I received, but it's up to you. And I'm going to my meditation place for the next 30 minutes, and I'll be back in half an hour. And we are going to practice another clearing technique that is very powerful.
Voy.
I'm looking piano. What is going on? like tentacles. All right. Stay relaxed because we are going to do another process. If you want to sit down, it's fine too. I usually, when it's time to me, I do it sitting, but since you're relaxed, you can stay where you are. It's called the pulse. It's a clearing technique developed by Giordani. It's very simple. You need to choose an item that you want to heal, something what is bothering you the most in life. For example, what is bothering me the most in life is the crisis that makes me feel anxious, depressed, sick, whatever. So the main item that is bothering us and all the ramification, all the ways that that is affecting our lives. For example, I lost my job, I don't have money, or I think I don't have money. Hola Luisito Mazola, ¿cómo te va? Hoy es en inglés. And I am worried about paying the rent at the end of the month, the payment of the car, to feed my family, and so on. So the main subject is the money, and then all the things that is affecting our lives. So choose one item, the one that is bothering you the most, and for about 3-4 minutes, you're going to be thinking on that main item. For example, I broke up with somebody. I am not talking to someone, and it bothers me because this, and this is another example. And you're going to be thinking on what bothers you the most and all the ways it's affecting your life. We'll begin the pulse now. We start now. You can bring your conscious back. We can do as many of these processes as we want. Since I have a client soon, but I will do it in all my sessions. Tomorrow at 1 in Spanish, on Thursday at 6 in Spanish. And I am interested if you felt anything to let me know, because let me see, because some other person gave me the feedback. It was very interesting. Okay, I'm going to do a little advertisement. Oh, I took the wrong ones. It's up here. This Thursday, my friend Stella Harris will talk about the music of India, and she will bring the sitar and play some ragas, which is a kind of music that is played in the sitar. And if you don't speak Spanish, just listen to the music. It's very beautiful. And I believe that what happened here? Where is the video? I believe this is her video, just for you to listen a little bit. Oh, what happened? Yeah. How strange. Hold on a second. Okay, I cannot play the video. Sitar, Stella Harris. How strange. Okay, this doesn't matter. And just going back to what I showed you before, there are several healers, some of my students. Don't worry about this, because I felt, okay, goddess, I felt very relaxed after the meditation. During the group healing, my Reiki turned on and I felt so much better afterwards. All right. Don't worry about those things. God will never send us more than we can take. I will show you other videos on other times, just to see how the energy works. And if you're a Reiki practitioner, you're in a situation like that, the most important thing is to be calm and connect with God. Just to relax and connect with God in the way that you do it. And the more relaxed, the more love we feel, the less those things can affect us. I never been affected by any of those situations. Never, ever. It's 1,000 times worse to be intimate with someone who has toxic energies than to do a healing with somebody who is possessed, who have entities. Believe me. If you're intimate with somebody who connects with the spirits, you're going to be a mess after making love. But if you do a healing, and next Tuesday, Nancy and Edwin, I don't know if you're still here, I will tell you some experiences that how these toxic energies try to discourage the healer to keep doing the session. It's very interesting, and I have a scientific way to prove that. And I'm going to talk this is a special conversation for healers, how we have to be aware of that, so we are not affected. All right, I'm glad, Goddess, you have a good session. You always have a good session. Hola, Cecilia. And I will see you next Tuesday at 6. I am sensitive to energy. This shows me how your group healing energy reaches out to me. That's phenomenal, because I think I was talking about that in a session in Spanish. Most of the healer women that I know are extremely sensitive to these energies, but extremely sensitive. I can show you videos how the healer is in pain. I will tell you a story. A few years ago, I was in the healer's house, and she told me I had to do a distance healing session. So she started doing the healing session. I was around just checking her out, and she started crying and crying. So I went and hugged her, and then after the session said, don't be silly, don't do that. I wasn't crying because I was in pain. I can feel the pain of my client at a distance. And then I have students, and there are other healers women, they see it, but they are not affected. But there are many women that they feel all the pain. I don't feel anything, thanks God. We are all different. So I'm not surprised, Goddess, if you feel it. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoy it, and I see you on the English session next Tuesday at 2. Let me see, Shane. Oh, you changed to the other. You changed it to my other page. I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to hear that, Shane. And keep participating, because it will help you a lot. In the same way that I would never miss a session from Janet or from my students. Actually, Shane, I will invite you. Every Thursday and Friday, my Reiki 2 students do group healing sessions. I will send you the information, but there is no video, nothing, no phone, nothing. It's either at 8 or 9. I will send you by text the calendar. So the only thing you have to do is I am joining, for example, Judith's session, Ana Maria's session, Rosie's session, Maria Ascension, Maria Diaz, and you do the intention and you lay down. It's either at 8 at night. I will help you to recharge your body tremendously. Okay, everybody. See you soon. Okay, let's look at YouTube. I can feel the energy with people you meet. Oh, God, this is dangerous. I was about to invite you to meet if you come to Los Angeles. If you can feel the energy, we better don't do that. I am used to that. And because of that, Goddess, I take care of my thoughts a lot. I will tell you a story, Goddess. I have a friend, Nancy, so beautiful. Thank you, Carlos. And good night. I will tell you this story, and I am going. I have 4 minutes. I have a friend, great healer. And about, I don't know, it was over 7 years ago. I was driving by her home, and I have a thought, stupid thought. Believe me, very, very stupid. Nothing toxic, nothing. Within 5 seconds, I receive a text from her and says, no, Carlos, I am at work. I wanted to die. I literally wanted to die because of my stupid thought. So I learned that I had to be extremely careful with my thoughts. And you women are freaking intuitive. So we had to be very careful. Good night.